when we was doing it how we was doing it, we had control over the game. Cause we can go get our music, go to a CD's place, press up CDs. We might spend $10,000 pressing up 10,000 CDs because it was $1 a CD.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But then you selling a CD for $10, nigga, you gonna make 9-10 times that. You see what I'm saying?
Man, yeah, exactly, yeah. Money going
now that
tenfold.
they done took that away, man, you don't need that, man. That shit old. You don't need no
barely getting 50 cents off streaming, like, man.
Because they made everybody just conveniently just grab your remote control and just press and just press and just press.
They devalue music, cause I'm like
they
this here.
Music.
If I sold,
they getting paid the bulk of the music.
Right.
It just they changed the classification. It's almost like if okay, boom, Luka was supposed to get that big humongous contract,
right.
But since they traded him over to LA,
right.
He ain't getting that big humongous contract. They kind of reshifted him.
Yeah, and now LA don't want all that bread, and they lifted the motherfucking.
Both teams did a little play to kind of offset for them having to pay that big bang because they knew it was creeping up on when they was gonna have to do it.
Yeah, he was up for that Supermax next, so.
So now he ain't getting the Supermax, and now Dallas got the #1 draft pick.
Ooh-wee. Man,
they got that boy. What's that star, man?
Oh, you talking about the nigga that's coming into next year's draft?
Yeah, they say he's the #1 draft pick. They say he like Baby Luka.
Baby Luka. Let me see. I gotta look that up. I ain't even. Cause the draft, all these drafts been pissing me off lately, especially how they did my nigga Shador in the NFL draft. So I ain't even been. You know what I'm saying?
They just announced that the Cowboys got the #1 draft.
Let me see. Yeah. Let me see. Who is this thing called? Oh, you talking about Jumpman Jimmy, the Wisconsin point guard? They call him Baby Luka.
Nah, I'm finna tell you who he is.
Okay, it say top freshman Wisconsin point guard, aka Baby Luka.
Cooper Flag.
Oh yeah, everybody know about Cooper. Okay. Cooper Flag. So you think he going to the Mavericks?
The Mavericks win the 2025 NBA draft lottery. And the chance to pick Duke's Cooper Flag.
Oh.
At #1 overall. The ping pong ball has spoken. Cooper Flag might be headed to Dallas to start his NBA career. So, everybody who was saying that Nico was tripping when he made that play, now they kind of, he can breathe again because they saying, okay, we see what you possibly was doing.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm just speaking from a big boy level.
Yeah.
Damn.
Seeing the bigger picture type shit.
I'm going to work on time. I done played damn near 12 years with y'all. I'm about to get a Supermax with y'all. But nah, we ship you off to LA to keep you from getting the Supermax.
Right.
You got to wait another year and a half to get the Supermax. See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So look at that same analogy like us. We finally starting to feel like we owning something. We finally get to feel like we owning something. And then the labels do a deal with the streaming companies and invest in the streaming companies.
Yeah, to cut you out the way with that too. Yeah, that shit's so trash.
These 80 million streams just to get $1, that's only 10%. While the label is seeing the 90% of the bulk. They came up with this number to give us, to tell us what this number gonna be. Okay, boom. Then we waking all this money. How much you want to get an artist? Okay, well, we gonna tell them for every million streams, because they want to go platinum. For every million streams, they gonna get 4,000.
Man, Mike, when I tell you,
million. They probably made. Man, I seen it where they said they paid a person $4 million every time it went platinum, 1 million streams. But that's to the owners. To the owners, the label owners, the higher ups. If you got stock equity in Spotify, then you're going to get some of that money.
Exactly.
But if you just an artist putting out music, you can forget it.
That's what I'm saying. That shit so trash. Because even, don't get me wrong, like, I told you about my song Juice that did the numbers or whatever, million play, whatever. Man, on that streaming shit, that bitch like between 5 and 10 bands, and it's millions of streams. Like, what the fuck? Man, if I would have sold that as albums, nigga, I'd be rich right now. You know what I'm saying?
See, that's just the artist side, but if you going, let's say, okay, right now, who you got it out with?
TuneCore.
Okay, so let's say you got it out with TuneCore, but you would have went to TuneCore and said, I'm finna put $500 in TuneCore stock. Now I'm invested into the stock of TuneCore, as well as my song getting distributed on TuneCore. Them two different type of TuneCore deals. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So when Spotify make an annual announcement, hey, we made an announcement, Spotify did an extra $20 billion in revenue this year. That's gonna be good for your stock that you put the $500 in TuneCore for. Not for your motherfucking music that you put out through TuneCore.
Yeah, now for shit show.
Do you get what the difference?
Yeah, now for shit show.
So that's what I'm trying to show you, my nigga. Spotify's still eating, just like if you invest in the company of TuneCore and not just the services and what it do for you, you're gonna still be able to see both sides. So like Warner, they don't care about the artistry of Mike Jones. They care about the catalog and this, and that. So they need to deal with Spotify. When that shit go up 30% on the stock exchange, we in with the company. So we get to see the big bang.
Nah, that's how you...
Y'all pay the artist from what that is. We get paid from this here.
Nah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what that kind of remind me of? I seen this clip. It was, Wack 100, how he be talking. He was talking about how he had a touring deal for Kanye. It was like something like 8-9 cities, some shit like that. But he would get, it was either $10 or $30 million just to do the shows, and they was gonna invest and fund the whole tour, whatever shit he wanted, they was gonna pay for it. And Kanye went to Wack like, alright, ask them how much it's gonna cost for me to buy that company so I could do touring for myself with them. And it opened your mind up like, oh, fuck taking the little baby money just to get a couple dollars, cause that's the level that they like to let us have access on. Just, oh, well, you could work for us, you can't beat us though. Right. Fuck all that.
I mean, he brought it to him direct because he don't even want to take the money. He don't want to take the money and go over there and give him some content that's gonna be worth way much later.
Exactly. I'd rather shit. If we gonna do this, you need to be working for me. I need in on the company, cause if y'all doing it to where y'all could offer me this, I know if I own it, I can make 10 times that or 100 times that.
If he give them $30 million, if they give him $30 million and they got content of him doing whatever he's doing, they gonna probably make 50, 55 million off that 30 million. So they gonna probably make 20, 25 million back in profit. Yeah, he's thinking ahead already like, damn, I don't even want to go over there and do nothing that's gonna stimulate that. I'd rather learn how they did it so I can stimulate it for myself. See what I'm saying?
Exactly. Buy they shit up.
Yeah, that's why they saying that it's a pause on him taking that 30 million, because they already knowing, or he feeling that they knowing that they gonna make more off him doing what they trying to do.
See, and that's it right there. We trying to buy back the block. You know what I'm saying? We need in, bro. Fuck all that. We don't just want to play in the NBA. That's not the dream no more. We want to be NBA owners.
But see, but you gotta keep in mind though, like, it's level to this shit. They not finna, it's like they said, they not finna come at I'm gonna name a good artist. They not gonna come at let's just say, what's that nigga that do the new little nigga? Name me a new nigga that's known and on right now.
Raw Wave.
Alright, so they not finna come at him with no $30 million offer right now. You see what I'm saying?
His touring is crazy. His touring is crazy right now too.
Oh yeah, it's touring crazy. What you think he might be sitting on the tour?
Man, I ain't gonna lie. The way his ass filling them stadiums up, he could be doing an Emma show right now. I'm gonna be honest.
I'm saying comparing that to Kanye West.
I think they probably came at Kanye West like that because he an older act, and then he be doing that stuff in the media, so they probably feel like it's less people want to do business with him because of all the stuff that's going on. You know what I'm saying?
He a legacy act, bro.
Yeah.
And they
I agree.
Because they know they're going to make 50 off of this nigga. That's what
exactly.
Yeah, it's a lot of publicity, a lot of negative press, but it's also a lot of positive press. So they just know he's the most hyped and talked about person. So we going to make a profit off this nigga. That's why we want to bring him. You see what I'm saying?
Exactly, yeah.
He knows that he's a prophet. He knows they trying to hit a lick, but he's like, nah, I don't even want them to hit this lick on me. I want to learn before they book me what they doing so I could just do it myself times 100, times every country. That's what he's trying to learn.
Exactly, because he don't need them. He could set up, he got the bread. If he ain't touching the beat, you could set up your own touring company.
See, I'm going to tell you this, though, and this is some real shit. A lot of people, some people might try to make fun of Kanye, which is fucked up, because really you got to look at him as like he one of us.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Because
I always speak positive when I talk about Kanye, because he a genius at the end of the day when it comes to this music shit. Regardless of where his mind went or what's going on now. You know what I'm saying? I lost my mama too, so I look at this shit a little different.
I'm going to tell you, like, he told the people, it's just people not trying to listen. Because the bigger picture and perception was that they looked at it that he blew $1 billion. But what he was trying to tell you was, boom, he been doing the drawing. He been doing that. He been putting niggas on. Virgil and all the other people. Rest in peace.
Right.
All these people. But then all of a sudden, he get with Adidas. And then all of a sudden, he's saying that people at Adidas are hiring people to steal his design.
Right. They definitely was. I seen them it's like it was a copy paste of his shit.
So ain't nobody saying nothing about that. So he complained about that. Right? And then when he started making comments complaining about that, they flipped it and said he was doing the anti-Semitic shit. But he really wasn't. But didn't nobody do the Columbo to check and see what he actually said?
Right.
How he said it? Why he said it? Dawg, they didn't even think that deep until they just, oh my God, they said anti-Semitic. Oh, and it just shut everything down.
Right.
But you would do the same thing if you working with Foot Locker and you give them an idea, call it the Stack Ones, and then all of a sudden they take that shit and get that bitch to motherfucking Jason Tatum.
Oh, nah. We ain't going for that. I'm crashing out. 100%.
Okay, then.
100%.
So what's the difference between you crashing out and him crashing out?
I think they try to use his mental condition and bait him into doing certain shit and saying certain shit because they know he's a reactor. So I think they be baiting him into certain shit to make him look bad, and they done got him spiraling, crashing out. Now he doing the whole shit he doing now. But it's like you gotta think he's a genius, but he also has, since his mama passed away, R.I.P. to Donda, those mental conditions mixed in with all that genius. So I think some of them people around him manipulate him and make him do certain shit. Cause I don't know if you seen, it was like something about some guy that was like his handler or something. I don't know what the fuck that shit was. But they were like, like if you don't do this, we finna put you back in the fucking psych ward and
See, them all narratives, but see, this is what I'm saying though, bro. Like, you gotta look at it from the big picture, like to the point where, okay, like the whole goal was to make people think he was crazy, so they can snatch everything away from him.
Nah, that's a fact.
That's how it be.
Yeah,
that's how it be.
Then that's really what I was getting at. They wanted to manipulate them to get them to crash out in a certain way that they could just take everything away and show them like, yeah, nigga, we don't care who you is. We don't care if you got $1 billion, nigga. We could take that shit away in one day. Man, they took that money out the bank.
No, they didn't take it. They just froze it.
They said, we don't even want your millions in our bank no more. Get that out. Get out of here. That, man.
But I'm just showing you, like, it's a bigger game.
Yeah, it's a bigger
going on.
It is.
He had over hundreds of millions of dollars in Chase Bank, and they froze his account.
Yep.
We up there talking about we own hip hop, but they done had a meeting to where they own it and we get the crumbs.
That's a fact. Man, they like Pimp said, we got a bread truck. Get about that crumb shit. We need the bread truck, man. Fuck all these crumbs. You know what I'm saying? We the pain, we the blood, sweat, and tears. It's our stories, it's our lives. It's what we been through that built this hip hop shit.
Now I'm a rarity. I'll be good because I'm a rarity because like boom, Warner's a deal in with Spotify. I'm invested in Spotify on the left side, and I got my album with Spotify on the right side. You follow me?
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Nah, that's a fact.
So when Spotify goes up in value, I see it on the left side for my regular Spotify stocks, and then I look on my right and I see my check got a little bigger because Warner deal is at a higher percentage because they're invested with Spotify. They're not getting $4,000 for every million streams. They're getting way more than that. You see what I'm saying?
Exactly, man.
So since they getting way more than that, they paying me off my contract percentage, what makes me get way more than that.
Yeah, see, you sound like you got one of them rare like cash money type deals where you really eat like you an equal partner type shit.
Yeah, no, I just made sure my percentage was proper. You know what I'm saying?
Cause whenever you came out, ain't that the time where they was doing the 85-15?
Yeah, they was doing 85-15, 75-25. They was doing different. It was all about what you negotiate.
Right.
It was different deals, different percentages, different all type of shit. You know what I'm saying?
See, and that's why I feel like set us apart, like just being in the South, whether it's Texas or Louisiana, because it's like by the time the deals came to the table for our people, niggas already was good, already shining, already stars down here anyway. You know what I'm saying? To the point, like, if we gonna fuck with y'all.
But it's fucked up because they tell us to stand for something or fall for anything.
Right.
He stood for something, but people wish he would have failed for anything.
Exactly. I'm already knowing I don't like that shit, but a lot of times people just don't see the vision, bro. They don't see the vision.
Yeah, what I say, but yeah, that shit gonna get proper though. They gonna get good though. But I'm finna do the TikTok now though. I'm finna go up on it. Once you see me on that bitch, nigga, I'm gonna link you in. I'm just warming this shit up.
Okay, you talking about tonight or you talking about later on?
Yeah, I'm gonna do it tonight. Probably about 20 minutes. My boyfriend bring the cigars. We finna go in.
Okay, I'm with it, man. Let me know. I'm here.
I'm gonna tag you. You'll see me when I'm on there.
Already. If not, just shit. You got my line. Just, you know what I'm saying? Just shoot me the link in the message and I'll get right on there.
I got you. And Shabata, my nigga, let me know when you ready, my boy. Let's do it.
Hey man, I'm ready. You know what I'm saying? You already see I got to set up. Hey, whatever need to be done. Hey.
Yeah, that's set up fire, boy.
Man, I appreciate that. Yeah, so like I say, I'm ready. If you want to get the podcast, whatever. I'm here. I'm right in the city, man. You know what I'm saying?
You in Houston?
Ace time, yeah.
Okay. North or south side?
You know I'm on that now.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna let you know as soon as I touch back in, but I'm finna get this roll up and I'm gonna let you know as soon as we back on TikTok though.
Okay, shit, yeah, just tap in with me, man. We got it.
Alright. Shabbat, I got you, boy. Let's go.
Already. Yeah, shout out to homie Mike Jones, man. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, that's that there. You know what I'm talking about? I'll come back in a little bit, but that was the Mike Jones conversation, interview, whatever you want to call it. You know what I'm saying? My boy gave some insight, some game, some knowledge, and, you know, yeah.